Yeah, hi. So from the previous video, we have already seen we have written the schemas for the these three schemas we have already written: cuisine, meal type, and unit. In this video, we'll see how to go ahead with the ingredient schema, because in this we need name of the ingredient and the image of the ingredient, and the image should have a caption and alternate text. So let's go back to the code, and in here we'll create another document with the name ingredients. Okay, and similar to other schemas, we'll do export default, and then over here we will give the name of the schema. In the title we are putting, because this will be visible in the Sanity studio, this will be display the title, and the type, the ingredients, this schema is of type document. Okay, now the next is fields. So we need one field that we need is the name. So it's the name of the ingredient, and for sure this is of type string, and the title, name of ingredient, maybe we can put it something like this. Yeah, now the next part is the image. Now we'll quickly go to the documentation and we'll see about the schema type image, because this is the first time we are using it in this project. So if I go to the Sanity IO website, and over here in the reference, so in the reference, if we go to the schema types, we'll see image as one of the schema type. So in this, if we come down, we can see that for the schema type, like these are the properties. You can see we have an optional field, and a field. This is not this is not required. This is an optional field to add the image record, and it has few things like is highlighted and everything. I will see over here. You can see this is useful for adding custom properties like caption, attribution, etc. And over here, if we come down, we have something like hotspot. These things we'll be using in just a moment, and we'll quickly see some examples. So over here you can see how we have an example over here. If we have a field type of image, we can give fields in this type, which was not available for other types that we have seen in the previous videos. So in the fields we can give some like the caption, what the name of the image, or we can give an alternate text, or we can give the attribution like it's mentioned here. So let's put the caption and the alternate text in the image field. So we'll go here and we'll create, say, name, we'll keep it as image, and then type, it is image, and title, let's say ingredient image. Okay, next is fields, because we just saw we can give fields inside the schema type image. So again, we'll do something similar. We need a caption. This caption is of type string, and the title is of course caption, and we'll just copy and paste for the alt text. Okay, so over here this is something new now, because this is one document, that is ingredients. This ingredients document has a field with name, and it has another field of image which again has the fields inside it. So this is an embedded document inside our document. Now this will work. We'll quickly see how it looks over there, and then we'll see how we can modify it a little. Okay, so I have not added ingredients in the schema. So ingredients, okay, and yeah, so we can see we have the ingredient schema here, and we'll just give the name of the ingredient, let's say basil, and we'll try to upload the image for basil. So over here I have one, I've taken it from the internet. So over here you can see that we have the image. Now we don't have the option to edit, or we don't have the option to add the caption. We don't have anything over here. So there is one option we saw in the example where it says options hotspot true. So if we add this in our image field over here, okay, now if we go back, you can see that now we got the option to edit, but still we did not see our two fields that we added, that is caption and alternate text, that we can see once we click on edit. So once you come here, you can see we have caption and alt text, but hotspot has a different meaning. Hotspot means like when we can put which like you can see we can retrieve image from Sanity from of different sizes. So if we retrieve the image from different sizes, which part of the image you want to be always there in all sizes of image, that is what we call it hotspot. So we just have to like we can change it, and let's say we want this leaf to be always there in every size of image. So you can see that this leaf is always there in all the images. So this is what hotspot means. You can see if I move it here, this part is in all the images. So this is what hotspot is. And if we do not and if we want to add caption and alt text, you can see we have the option here. But there is another way actually, where instead of keeping caption and alt text here, we can put it on the outside. We can see it. For that, over here, if we go, there was one option we saw is highlighted, was here. Yeah, so is highlighted. We have an option. So over here you can see makes this field easily accessible. So whichever field inside this image schema type that we are adding, if we want it to be available outside, not inside the image option, image edit, so we have to give this option inside each of those fields. So let's say I want caption to be outside, so we'll say we'll write options, is highlighted true. Okay, now if we go back, so we can see just option came outside, and sorry, that caption came outside, but caption is not inside because it is now outside. Similarly, we can do the same for alt text. Okay, and now when we show, we can see we have both the text outside. So this is very convenient if even if we go for a new ingredient. So we can see ingredient is here, name of the ingredient, you have caption and everything. Yeah, so this is fine. Yeah, so now the in the ingredients document, you can see we have a field as name and the image. Now this image is not it basically has an embedded object inside it. It's because it has its own fields. So it's better to put it in a separate file and import it in here, and it kind of reuse it over here, and it makes the code clean. And in case of if you're not using GROQ queries, if you're using GraphQL queries, then it will create a problem for you. So what we can do is we can put it in a separate file. So we'll just copy it, and now this will not be a document. This field will not be a document because we are making it as a part of a document. So we will create it as an object. So now we will create a new file inside the objects directory. Now it's not necessary always to keep your files like this, like it's up to you. I just, for keeping it clean, I have created separate folders for documents and objects. So over here maybe we can write a custom image. Okay, and we will say module dot, sorry, I have a habit of that, exports default, and we will just put it here. Sorry. So over here we have the name. Maybe we can the name we can put as custom image, the type is image, and the title is ingredient image, hotspot true. Everything will remain as it is. We are just exporting this from a different file. But yeah, over here yeah, this is fine. And the thing is, now we cannot directly use it over there. Like you can now in case of Insanity, whenever we are writing schemas, so you know that we have to import it in the schemas folder. So over here we will import custom image, and it is in the objects custom image. I'll just separate it. Okay, and now we don't have to import it in this file, in the ingredients file. We don't have to import it, because once imported in the schema, it is available for all the documents. So it's this is very nice. And over here we can just, from here we can just remove all the fields and option. We don't need it. And in here the type, because now we are not using the image type provided by Sanity, we have created our own object. We'll be using that, so we'll just say custom image. And yeah, let's see how it looks. So if we go back, yeah, we'll just reset it. We have changed the structure of the schema. Yeah, so now you can see it's all the same. We didn't break anything. If we just upload, so we have it. Basic image. So this looks fine. So this is how we can actually create image objects in Sanity, and this is reusable now. Our custom image component, it's like a component. It's a custom image object. It's basically reusable. If we write some other document, some other schema, over there we can directly use it. We don't have to rewrite all of this again. So this is also one benefit of putting this into a separate file. So we are done with 4 schemas. We are left with the last one, and the most important one, the recipe schema, where we will be referencing to all the previous schemas that we have already created. Okay, so we will move to the next video where we will start writing the recipe schema. See you there. Thank you.